Have you ever noticed how some people seem strong and steady at 78? And then by 83, something feels different? Not a dramatic illness. Not a single event. Just a quiet fading. It can be unsettling to watch. And if you're honest, perhaps a little frightening to imagine for yourself. Many people believe that what happens after 80 is simply genetics. Or luck. That once the body decides, there's nothing you can do. But here's the good news. Much of what causes decline in our 80s isn't fate. It's subtle lifestyle shifts. Small habits that slowly disappear. And what disappears slowly, can be rebuilt slowly. Let's begin with something most people overlook. Loss of microsocial engagement. You see, not all connection is deep conversation or family gatherings. Some of the most powerful forms of connection are small. Saying hello to the cashier. Chatting with the mailman. Nodding to a neighbor walking their dog. Tiny moments. But they regulate your nervous system. They signal belonging. They keep your brain socially alive. After 80, many people stop going out for errands. Groceries get delivered. Family members step in to help. Hearing makes conversation harder. Walking feels less steady. It seems practical. Sensible. But here's what most people don't realize. When those small interactions fade, the brain receives less stimulation. Loneliness, even subtle loneliness, becomes a stress signal. Inflammation rises. Memory networks weaken. Emotional resilience softens. You begin to feel older faster. I once knew a gentleman named Harold. 83. Every morning he walked to the same cafe. 5 minutes there. 5 minutes back. He didn't sit long. He just said hello. Same staff. Same 2 regulars. Same routine. When asked why he never missed a day, he said, "They expect me." That was enough. That small rhythm kept him sharp. It gave him visibility. It reminded him he was still part of the world. That's power. Quiet power. If you've slowly stopped those small daily contacts, consider bringing one back. One store visit. One short walk. One greeting. Small contact is lifeblood. Feeling seen keeps vitality alive. Let's talk about the fear that shrinks the body. Let me tell you something gently. You don't stop because you are weak. You become weak because you stop. After 80, caution becomes common. A small slip on the stairs. A moment of imbalance on the sidewalk. A loved one saying, "Please take it easy." It feels wise to reduce movement. But there is a fine line between being careful and becoming still. Less walking. Less bending. More sitting. Longer afternoons in the chair. And slowly, strength fades. The deep muscles in your core, the ones that help you stand tall and steady, shrink quickly when unused. Balance declines. Reflexes slow. Confidence drops. Fear grows. And that fear leads to even less movement. Frank, a retired mechanic, told me after a minor fall, "I'm done taking chances." He stopped his evening walks. 6 months later, climbing 3 steps felt exhausting. He didn't decline because of the fall. He declined because movement disappeared. The body is not a machine that rests to preserve itself. It's more like a garden. It needs tending. This doesn't mean ignoring risk. Use handrails. Wear supportive shoes. Use a cane if needed. Managing risk is wisdom. Surrendering to fear is not. If this resonates with you, comment number 2 below. I'd truly like to know you're here. Even slow movement counts. Even careful steps matter. When you move, your body remembers its purpose. Your brain stays alert. Your heart keeps working with intention. That's real independence. Now, there's another rhythm many people don't think about. Light. After 80, your internal clock becomes fragile. Too little daylight. Too much artificial light at night. You stay indoors more. You nap during the day. The television glows late into the evening. And quietly, your sleep cycle becomes confused. Melatonin release weakens. Sleep becomes shallow. Memory feels foggier. Mood becomes unstable. The body ages faster when its systems are out of sync. Lorraine, 84, complained of constant fatigue. Nothing serious showed up in tests. Her doctor simply suggested 20 minutes of morning light, and dimming screens at night. Within weeks, she felt clearer. It wasn't medication. It was rhythm. Morning light tells your brain, it's time. Evening darkness whispers, rest now. That's quiet strength. That's biological order. Step outside within an hour of waking. Let the light touch your eyes. Dim the lamps 1 hour before bed. Simple shifts. Profound effects. By the time you reach your 80s, you have likely carried more loss than most people can imagine. A spouse. A sibling. A dear friend. And often, you say, I'm fine. But here's the truth. Unspoken grief doesn't disappear. It settles in the body. Shoulders tighten. Sleep becomes lighter. Energy thins. The nervous system stays on quiet alert. Emotional suppression becomes physical burden. George, 86, lost his wife of 60 years. He said he was managing. But he stopped attending gatherings. He lost weight. He struggled at night. He wasn't ill. He was carrying sorrow without an outlet. What gets expressed can be transformed. What gets buried festers. Talking to someone. Writing your thoughts. Joining a small group. Emotional ventilation is not weakness. It's release. When the heart breathes, the body heals. And finally, perhaps the most powerful force of all. Purpose. Not grand purpose. Simple purpose. Watering the garden. Calling a friend every Tuesday. Writing a letter. Feeding a pet. When routines disappear, days blend together. Motivation fades. Appetite shrinks. The body listens to the mind. If the mind sees no reason to rise, the body slows down. Ruth, 88, wrote postcards every Monday to members of her church who were homebound. Every Thursday she made soup for a neighbor. Every afternoon she waved to children walking home from school. She once said, "Someone notices if I don't show up." That's dignity. That's fuel. The body stays alive as long as it feels needed. Longevity is not just about the heart beating. It's about the heart wanting to beat. So anchor your mornings. Create one steady ritual. Offer something small to the world. Decline after 80 is rarely sudden. It's the slow fading of rhythm, movement, light, emotion, and purpose. But what fades slowly can be rebuilt slowly. One walk. One conversation. One sunrise. One honest expression. One meaningful task. Guard your rhythms. Protect your purpose. Stay visible. Keep moving. Let yourself feel. Aging isn't about stopping time. It's about staying engaged with it. If this message spoke to you, I invite you to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need to hear it. And tell me in the comments, which of these quiet shifts will you begin restoring today? I'm glad you're here. And I'll see you in the next video.